Greetings from Dystopia, episode 146. A big hole in the ground. City's out digging up the water valve this morning. That's a mess. He was saying that sometimes they never know what they're going to find, and they got down in this one this morning. It's a mess. It's been leaking for a while. It compacted. I'm just doing it this side so the camera can see it, but the water compacted the clay into a big cavity. So it would fill the cavity and slowly drain back down into the ground, fill the cavity, make it a little bit bigger, drain back into the ground. So it would have ended up a sinkhole at some point had the water not found its way into the pipe that goes all the way to the surface for the T-handle to turn off the valve. So we got lucky in the fact that the volume was higher than that cavity in the ground could absorb. So it came out, and that's how I knew it was leaking. I'm going to head out to Shadow Creek. Chase some creek chubs for a little bit. Or catch one or two, I'm fine. There was another question on the tarps. I'll have to dig for that when I get out there, but basically the size recommendations for a tarp. Talked about that a few episodes back before going up to Wisconsin, but if you're by yourself, I don't know, I would say probably a 9x6. 9x9 is a good tarp to carry as well. I typically, I'm trying to remember how big the two are back here. One I think is 11x11, and the other one I believe is a 10x10. I do have smaller tarps, but those are typically the ones I use. I have two more, and I'm not sure the size of those. They're both cat cut, so I have to actually look those up. But yeah, I would say if it's for a quick shelter, like you're out hiking and there's a downpour and you just want to put something up, a 6x6 would probably work fine. 9x6 gives you a lot more configuration options, particularly on the diagonal. So there you go. I hope that helps. We're going to do that tarp one along with the tent stuff here in not too long. I'm just trying to debate on doing a trip up to Wisconsin again. I really want to get out by myself and do some camping. Hopefully somewhere close to some water to fish. Ideally would be a couple hundred feet. That way I can do the things I need to do. Get something laying in the road right here. Couple plastic bags. Big black, the contractor's plastic bag. Wasn't sure what it was from a distance. But yeah, so if I can get up there and do some fishing like that, where I'm off, by myself, I can take up, take down shelters all day. Obviously fishing in between, but show you a couple different configurations. Tarp shelters, there are a ton of videos on YouTube. I feel like I'm kind of reinventing the wheel if I go and do a video like that, but why not if it gets views? There's just so many different things you can do with a 10x10 tarp. It will just, your mind's going to pop a little bit. Because it's origami, There's some extremely creative shelters. There's one particular one I've never set up, and I'm actually dying to try it, but it's essentially it's a teepee made out of a single 10x10 tarp. And you get a little bit of a fold under in the back of it that gives you a dry floor to lay on, so it's pretty slick. All right, let me get up here to Shadow Creek, and we'll see you guys up there. Alright, well, this is where we're going to work for a little bit. See what I can come up with. Don't really see any fish, which is kind of unusual. Well, I can see a little sunfish in the very top hole, all the way at the back. But that's it. Alright, let me make a couple passes through here and see what we get. Nope, dropped them. Try not to get a death grip on fish, which means quite often they jump out of my hand. There's a pretty little green sunfish. A little dirty now, but the orange down on his fin. Pretty little guy. Well, this little pool is full of a lot of smaller chubs. There's a bunch of them hanging around under this branch right here that's hanging out. Hopefully you guys can see that. Got some more right here in the shade. They're chasing every little thing that's on the surface. My fly is way too big for these guys, but let's give it a try. Hold still there, buddy. Got us a little creek chub. Alright, go back in the water. Dope. Went up into the tree and caught a leaf. Hey, a leaf fish. Okay, so I got tired of trying to tie on a size 16 ant. And I kept missing the knot. Even with a threader, the knot kept getting away from me. So you know what that means? It means it's time to take a break and get out of this creek instead of getting ticked off and angry, which does me no good. Alright, so that's the end of the fishing today, at least for now. I caught 3. I got 2 on camera for sure. I'm not sure about the third one. I'll have to take a look. The third one was a little largemouth bass, about 2 inches long. He could fit that hook in his mouth. I don't know how any of the other ones did. It's a size 14, but that size 16 ant was just ticking me off to no end. Trying to get it tied on. First time I got it on, nice solid knot. Went to trim the tag end. Didn't realize it, but my nippers were over both pieces of line. So I just nipped it free of the line. I was like, son of a... Got the next one on. Felt good. Nice solid knot. Trimmed the tag end. Went to give it my tug. You know, you trim it, give it a little tug, make sure it's tight. It just came undone. It was in there right, it's just I didn't seat it down hard enough while it was still wet, and it slipped. So anyway, next one I promptly lost to a tree. So I just got off the phone with Lumix. The parts were all in. He replaced the body as he thought, and I guess something else broke in the process, or they found something else broke in the process. So I just told her just swap it for a refurbished, exact same model, and ship it to me. Can't keep going without a camera. You know, that's just... I'm still irritated at the get-go because I had to pay for a failure in the mount. You know, it came out of my pocket to repair it. And it's piss poor design. It should have never been designed like that. If you've been around plastics, I've talked about it before. The way the parting line is there when that stud is put in, it's right on a parting line. So it's very easy to crack the parting line. And then you've got no structure of plastic to hold their little press fit 1/4 stud. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not going to wait anymore. I just said send out a refurbished one. They better have a freaking warranty on it. And if it fails the same way again, that will probably, well, no, that will be the last Lumix camera I buy. I've been without that camera for 3 months now. 4 months. Trying to be nice. But yeah, so we'll be back with the big guns on Friday or Saturday. If I get it Friday, I'll use it Saturday. If Saturday, I'll use it Sunday. That's it. All right, folks, I've babbled on enough today. That'll be it for today. So, you know the deal, right? Be good. Be well. Be smart about it, please. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.